Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today we're on board the USS Slater in Albany, New York, which has an excellent array of World War II era light weapons. And we're joined by Paul Ferrace from USS Cod, and we're going to talk a little bit about how these weapons are used on surface ships versus on submarines. And we're going to start off here with Mount 33, the aftermost 3-inch gun on USS Slater.
3-inch 50 cal. These things were made by the thousands, and they would have been fitted out on DEs, minesweepers, Liberty ships. They were wonderful weapons, very versatile in their various marks. This has a full array of aircraft fuse setting systems so that you can take information from your radar and set the variable timing fuse in the shell before you load it in and miss the aircraft. On the DE, these probably would have been more often used against surface targets. Now, a 3-inch shell, I believe, weighs about 32 pounds, the whole thing. The shell itself probably weighs about 15 pounds. And some of the submarine captains that carried a 3-inch 50, of course, far more stripped down than this on the early fleet boats, said all we're doing is messing up the Japanese paint job. They needed a heavier weapon. But as far as lethality against a U-boat, I don't want a 3-inch shell hitting my conning tower. It's going to end your patrol very quickly, as certainly would the lighter caliber weapons.
It only takes one hole in the submarine to make it ineffective anymore, unlike a surface ship that can eat several of these rounds.
Yes, exactly. So on submarines, the 3-inch 50s were replaced by initially the 4-inch 50. It was a 4-piper destroyer gun that was modified for use on subs.
So it's single purpose. This isn't being used on the Slater. It can be any aircraft or any surface.
Right. On a submarine, they're really just single purpose. Fire at a surface target. And of course, being on a submarine, this breech design isn't going to cut it. You have to have basically we call it a bathtub that swings around, seals the breech, and you have to have a cap on the muzzle, which when you surface, that's extra time before you can engage your target. So the Navy during the war is developing the 5-inch 25 caliber wet mount, the Mark 40 5-inch. The Mark 40 is a real godsend for submarines because it's made out of stainless steel and other non-corrosive alloys that doesn't require that breech or muzzle cover. So the minute you surface, the gun crew runs out and can begin immediately missing the target. I was told by the gunner's mates that the first 2 or 3 rounds are going crazy because of the water in the barrel, but it's probably scaring the hell out of the enemy.
That, and you don't have a director aiming this like Slater does or New Jersey.
They had a rudimentary. You had radar, and so we had the slew and the offset like these guns have. But in the heat of battle, even though the 5-inch can reach out about 3 miles, you're firing very close. So you're using the open sights to hit the target.
That's a 5-inch 25 has a range of about 3 miles.
A little more, but you know, again, to me, that's not important because the gun actions are anywhere from 100 to 500 yards.
Much shorter than on a battleship where our 5-inch 38s can reach out 9 or 10 miles.
Right. In fact, some of the concerns were you're getting splinter comeback from some of the junk battles. But you know, up here on his mount, this really, you know, if being the Martha Stewart submarine, USS Cod, we try to keep everything pristine and perfect. I think it's really telling, and it's a testament to the detail and the amount of work they're putting into keeping this ship afloat and absolutely beautiful.
With a volunteer restoration force.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Tim Rizzuto takes credit for directing him, but his force of crew, those guys are just incredible. But you know, guns, they're a thing. Now we've got 40 millimeters, twin 40s up there. We want to talk about those?
Let's talk about those in the next video.
Good idea.
Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to support the ongoing restoration efforts on USS Slater, like the volunteer effort to restore Mount 33 back here at the Fantail. You can support Battleship New Jersey by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find about us in our channel. And you can support USS Cod by going over to their channel and watching part 2 about some of the lighter anti-aircraft guns over there. Thanks for watching.